Hello, 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 hello. I'm Lynn Browder, and I have a son, Owen, who is 13 and has autism. We paint together, working on his fine motor skills. He helps me paint the backgrounds of our paintings, and then I paint the rest. So, I'm not sure how this is going to, if I'm gonna stick with my plan, but my thought is to make a very big flower. I'm gonna call it a rose, but you know how that goes. when I call it something, it's not always what it really is, but we're just, we're just going with the flow. I've been trying to do kind of a little more, I don't want to say abstract, but for lack of a better term, I'm going with abstract. Oh, I gotta sneeze. I'm just kind of doing something a little bit more, maybe rustic's a good idea, or a good word. I don't know. Something just not like the constant same that I do a lot of times with my flowers. And I like them. I don't want to get myself stuck on only one moment and one idea of how something should look or work. So I'm just trying to kind of make myself branch out just a little. Literally, figuratively, whatever you want to say. Flower out. Flowering. So, kind of excited about the look of that. But I don't want to just leave it without something. It feels like it needs something messy in here. That might be too heavy for what I was thinking, but we're just gonna go with it. Because sometimes you just need a little bit of color infusion. Thought about doing my little sprinkles, which probably would have been a little more lighter mood. It's where I take the brush and flick it, which this doesn't flick very well. You have to use one of the lighter kind of brushes, so I may have made it too heavy, probably. So let's see what we can think of here. Let's reinvent the wheel and just add. This is what the sprinkles are, is when I just go in and drop some of the paint on there. So I was just sitting here doing this and thinking, I want some chocolate, I want some candy, I want some, and today is like the first day that I haven't had sweets in quite some time. Sugar is awful for me because of my arthritis and the inflammation and just life and everything else that I have going on. But it's such a comfort. It's such a comfort. And so it's so hard. And I'm just like, I really just want sugar. But I'm trying really hard to, I'm going through breast cancer treatments right now. And so, you know, breast cancer does not need sugar, but that's beside the point. And I purposely gained some extra weight so that when I was sick, it wouldn't be as hard on me and I wouldn't be in like, you know, crisis with weight amongst other things. So I purposely gained weight so that, because I was very sick when I was doing my chemo, my first chemo. Now I'm doing infusions. So that, you know, kind of did part of what it was. But then I just keep eating, and I truly do not need the sugar for my hip, and I have to have hip replacement after all of this is finished. And so once that happens, once the I'm not making sense. Once the infusions are done, the maintenance infusions, then I have other appointments, other surgeries, different things. But I want to get my hip done, and that I don't want to be heavy when I do that. So I've probably got another, maybe 8 months before I can have my hip surgery. And so I want to get back to a better weight before then and really try to kind of work on my exercises and different things like that. Which, that in itself is not, you know, something I want to do. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So anyways, okay, I think we're where we're going to be. I never know where to end when you're not doing a traditional painting. I mean, technically, what's traditional, but you know what I mean. So over Owen, and then L and B. So I just kind of, you know, put all this on there to like pep up the rose, because it was looking simple, but then I think I did, but I always overthink it anyway. So anyways, thank you so much for watching and being a part of our day. Toodles, toodles.